we will see because I've heard Islam strong, but strong as shit. Like especially like when he's fighting 155, people like always talk about how strong he is for the weight class. So we'll see how that translates to 170.
Yeah.
I hope I hope Jack's been working his takedown defense and in the weight room. You know what I mean? Don't embarrass us, dog. Don't let this 155er come up and take the belt, bro.
Who do you give the edge to in that fight?
Man, that's so hard. But I'm gonna give the edge to Jack, man. He needs to keep the belt at 170.
Jeff Neal agreed that Islam Makhachev's strength at 155 pounds is undeniable, but said the real question is whether that same power carries over to 170. Islam's a beast at lightweight, Jeff said, but we'll see if that dominance translates. Jack's size, reach, and takedown defense could make a real difference in how this fight plays out. He added that welterweights hit differently, and Islam will need to prove he can take as well as he gives at the higher division.
Good job, guys. Hi.
Были 3 недели, приехали. Опасность, конечно, если человек чемпион на какой-то вес, особенно у нас в организации, там таких проходных не бывает, так что подхожу.
Khabib Nurmagomedov has returned to training camp as a coach for Islam Makhachev's upcoming welterweight title fight against Jack Della Maddalena at UFC 322. Khabib has been seen actively working with his fighters, including Islam and Usman Nurmagomedov, making sure they're well prepared for their next challenges.
He's working very hard. He's been saying vocal that he wants to go up to 170. I think he's a big boy. He killed himself to make 55. I think that's the right division for Islam. He just tweeted something after the fight that he'll not vacate the title, and then he vacated the title. I don't know, but probably that was in the negotiation. Yeah, I like him moving up. I proven himself. He's number 1 pound for pound right now. It's a good fight. Jack and Islam closer than people think, especially with Jack Della Maddalena doing a lot of training with Volk, with Craig Jones, those guys that kind of back the Islam on that first Volk fight. I think they're going to have a lot of info, a lot of study, a lot of answers. It's closer than people think, this fight. I really like this fight. I don't have time right now. I didn't have time to dig deep a little too much in that fight, but I think it's way closer than people think, and JDM has a clear shot.
Burns shared his thoughts on Islam's potential move to welterweight, saying he supports the idea and believes 170 LOBs suits Islam better, since cutting down to 155 has always been difficult. Burns explained that Makhachev has already proven himself as the top pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and that a fight against Jack Della Maddalena would be much closer than most.
I think it's the striking on the feet, I think it's easier than Bilal, because he'll stay in one stance. He's more traditional style.
Della Maddalena is bigger. He showed that he can stop takedowns. On the feet, there's absolutely no question. Jack Della Maddalena is on another level. He's probably got the best, cleanest boxing in the UFC. It wouldn't surprise me if we see an upset here and Jack Della Maddalena is still the champion at the end.
And his belt against Islam Makhachev at UFC 322. What surprised everyone is Jack's claim that Bilal Muhammad's striking is tougher to deal with than Islam, and that he'll handle Islam without much trouble. In a recent interview, Jack explained that Islam's striking is easier to adjust to because Islam usually stays in one stance and uses a more traditional style, which makes him predictable. Still, Jack gave Islam full credit, calling him the pound-for-pound number 1, and admitting this will be a very tough fight.
He brings with his striking?
If he's saying that, I hope that he goes in believing that, because when he gets in there with Islam, you're going to find out a whole different story, because I'm sorry, they're completely different. And by no means is Islam an easy for anybody to understand. Any MMA fighter that's a striker, that's not going to have an easy time with him. I've been with this kid like going on 11 years of watching him just destroy everybody on the stand-up, guys that are much better stand-up than him, and he still destroys them. So No, don't go by what you see. When you get in there with that man, it's a whole different ball.
Coach Javier Mendez didn't take Jack's comments lightly. He warned Jack not to underestimate Islam's striking. Mendez said that if Jack thinks it's going to be easy, he'll be in for a rude awakening once the fight begins. He stressed that nobody has an easy time with Islam inside the cage. What looks simple from the outside feels completely different once you're
买点木来这手术打我多long。
Makhachev has once again stunned the MMA community, this time with new training footage that shows him putting his sparring partner to sleep. Fans can't stop talking about it.
It'll be a great fight, especially seeing Jack defend takedowns in the way that he did. And Islam, he struggled a little to take down Dustin Poirier. He didn't take him down as easily as he had taken down other guys. So I think that for Makhachev, he needs to really lock in on getting that wrestling ready to fight a guy in Jack Della Maddalena who showed great takedown defense. And, man, this dude's got some good boxing, especially when you're in tight with him. His hands are good.
Legend Daniel Cormier also weighed in, saying Islam must sharpen his wrestling if he wants to dominate at welterweight. He explained that Jack's improved takedown defense, along with Islam's struggles taking down Dustin Poirier, means that wrestling exchanges could decide everything. Cormier added that small adjustments in Islam's ground setups could be the difference between victory and
Della is going to get it done. I feel from talking to Tim and also seeing Della, and also I've only spotted Della once, like not really hard crazy, but and I didn't try and take him down at all, but I've seen him at your gym sparring, and his scrambles are crazy.
Yeah, he's
even
got good
watching him
scrambles.
with Bilal as well and Gilbert Burns, his scrambles are crazy, and I feel Islam would feel like he bit off more than he chewed once he gets in there with him, because when he puts some things on them, he's like, I'm standing with this guy, I have to take him down. And then he tries, gets him down, and gets back up, or he couldn't get him down because he's a big dude. People don't realize how big Della is as well, and he's solid. So I really
Dense,
think,
man, just dense.
dense, yeah. Like when I felt like I said was sparring, and then it's just the weight behind it and the way he throws it, the body banging, man.
Adesanya is among those backing Jack. He believes the Australian's frame, strength, and non-stop scrambles could break Islam's rhythm. I think Della gets it done, Adesanya said. His scrambles are wild. Watching him against Bilal and Gilbert Burns, Islam might realize he's bitten off more than he can chew.
JDM and Islam Makhachev.
I don't know. It's hard to. I don't know. I think JDM is good scrambling. He's a bigger guy. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Is Islam big enough? Is he going to be able to?
Let's see.
It's kept things honest, saying the fight is tough to call. JDM's the bigger guy and he's got strong scrambles, he said. But I don't know if Islam's strength will carry up to welterweight. We'll find out soon.
Мадалена самый сложный соперник в Ислама карьере. Это мое мнение. Ни Чарльз, никто. Ни один из этих бойцов...
И даже не Илья,
меня,
если бы это бой был бы.
Ну, мое личное мнение, во-первых, Мадалена 2 раза больше, чем Илья.
Сопоставим.
Илья. Он 2 раза больше. Он выше, больше, ноги помощнее, корпус, бокс не хуже. И грэпплинг он возится очень хорошо, если вы смотрели. Ну, для меня, если я например, буду готовить Ислама против Илья или Мадалины, для меня больше будет волновать и волнует.
Khabib Nurmagomedov admitted that Jack might be Islam's toughest opponent. Yet, not because of height, but because of his size, power, and well-rounded game. Who do you think walks away with the win? Islam Makhachev or Jack Della Maddalena? Drop your predictions in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates right here.